Everyone, welcome to the in between. So, today we're going to talk about how everything ain't for everybody. And what made me think about that was a recent encounter that I had on Instagram. And it was a Fashion Nova ad for a plus size model. And the only way I can describe it was that she was built like the penguin from Batman, really big stomach, really little legs. And she had on these skin tight outfits. And usually I don't comment on things, I just keep scrolling, whatever, to each their own. But today I decided to comment. And what I did say was that those outfits are not for that body type. And just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you should wear it. Now, some people took it as I was being harsh and they decided to reply to my comment. Now, as you can see, I'm not a skinny girl. So when I said that, I know the struggle is real. And at times, we want to wear things that we see skinnier girls wearing. And however, with the extra stomach and the rolls and the things that we have personally, I wouldn't wear it. So, the people who decided to reply to my comment, they said some things like, who am I to give my opinion? I don't have a right to have an opinion about what someone should wear. And I was like, actually, I do. One, it's my opinion. They don't have to agree with it, believe it, or take it. But I am entitled to my opinion. Also, this model is modeling on a public format. And so, because of that, they anticipate a public post to have comments. So, again, I can have my opinion. So, some other people said that I was harsh in the words that I said. And I didn't look at them as harsh. I was just saying everything ain't for everybody. And other people were like, I'm not harsh. They absolutely agreed with me. Other bigger girls were like, I'm a big girl too. And I would not put that on. So some people agreed, some people disagreed. And that's perfectly fine. That's the way of the world. Everybody's not going to think the same. So I say everything is not for everybody. Not so much just to talk about our outfits, but it made me think about even with our relationships. We look at other people's relationships and we compare ourselves or our relationships to that, saying, what their man does that your man doesn't do, or what you would like your man to do, differently because their man is doing it that way. And what people don't tend to understand is that what may work for one relationship may not work for another. So just because it works for their situation doesn't mean that it would work for your situation. It's just the way of life. So what we need to start doing is evaluating our relationships for what they are for us. Do they work for us? Is it your man or your woman giving you the things that you need personally, not what the world says you need, not what your girl has, not what the fake Instagram and fake Facebook and fake Twitter relationships have, but what you really need. And remember to tell yourself again that everything isn't for everybody. So what works for you may not work for the next person. That doesn't mean your relationship is wrong. And it doesn't mean that what's going on in your relationship is abnormal. No, what it means is that it works for you guys. And because it works for you guys, that's all that truly matters. When it stops working for you or him or that's where the problem comes in. That's where the problem lies. And then you should be looking into your relationship as far as, do I want to stay in this or not? But again, don't use outside influence to determine what you're going to do in your relationship. And when I say relationship, I don't just mean an intimate boyfriend, girlfriend, or your partner relationship. What I mean is even our friendships. Our friendships are relationships too. And we cannot compare one girlfriend to the other girlfriend. You can't compare your friendships to other people's friendships. Because again, what works for you and your friends, it works for y'all. It may not work for the next group. And this is why you become friends with people, because you have commonalities. You have common interests, you have common goals, you have common thinking patterns. So those are the people that we tend to attach to and become friends with. And the friends that are the closest to you are the ones that we have the stronger relationships with, and we invest time in, and we build relationships with. So, again, whether it's your partner or whether it's your bestie, you cannot compare your relationship to others or to the things that you see on the internet, because most of that shit is fake. But it's just my opinion. Now, I want to thank you again today for joining me on the In Between podcast. And until we speak again, and the time is yours and mine, I'll ask you to keep your head up and always shine.